welcome back in, all you beautiful, beautiful people, to Anomaly Cenobite vs Odyssey Survivors. Now, last game, we saw Key getting an astounding result of a 4K at 1 gens. That is all 12 stages before the 5th gen pop. So we're going to be seeing a very interesting, very intense game here, in which Snowy, our Cenobite, is going to have to play out of his mind in order to match that result or beat it. Bass, how are we feeling going into this?
Honestly, I've never seen Snowy's Pinhead before, so I have no idea what to think. I've only seen his Blight and his Billy. But if I'm being completely honest, Odyssey does have two very new Survivor players on their roster who recently started playing comp. And of course, we've got the classic Key and Andrew combo. These guys have been playing together for quite a while. So definitely confident these guys know what they're doing. But hopefully they've trained up the newbies well. We're going to have to see how that goes for them. But it is also a tough win condition. The survivors, all they realistically have to do is break up any 3 gens. They don't have to worry about giving fresh hooks whatsoever. So they can have fresh survivors take hits constantly for survivors getting tunneled, which will make it really difficult for this Pinhead to get a tunnel going. And they can break up the 3 gens as long as the chases are good. But the first chase is probably an average amount of time that it took place. I'm very confused as to why Snowy has taken no way out. I've realized that now, and Rancor, when he has to 4K at 1 gen for a tie, I think maybe he didn't realize what the win condition was. That's quite unfortunate.
Yeah, didn't seem to think that one through quite as much. Of course, it's not playing with no perks. Rancor does still give the information when gen pops, which could end up being invaluable, but I think a sloppy Butcher pick would have been infinitely better here, or even another slowdown on top of Call of Brine. So yeah, No Way Out. We're now playing 2 perk Cenobite with No Way Out not going to really come into use in terms of achieving the win con. Unless, of course, he loses the win con, he will still have the chance of 4K'ing. But
while he's just sitting on this hill real quick, I want to talk about the add-ons. So Snowy's opting to take a different add-on, which is the one that makes the chain hunt activate 6 seconds earlier. So what that means is, rather than I think it's a 60-second timer by default, it'd be now 54 seconds. So it really does make the pressure a little bit more difficult on the survivors. They have to get their unhooks, get their resets, and on top of that, they have to do the box more frequently. They'll see the timer advancing quicker. And if they don't do anything about it, you'll get the chain hunt activating. So it really isn't a bad add-on. And I want to see if it gets value in this game, but I think without Sloppy Butcher, I feel like you won't get the maximum value you could out of that add-on, which would be pressuring multiple survivors and kind of having a hit-and-run playstyle, and then committing to chases while the box is activated. But he's choosing to commit to Steve here. Unfortunately, he's lost his tunnel, it looks like.
No, this is the Zarina here. He has found his tunnel, which is great. If he could achieve his first kill at 4 gens, he would be matching the pace at which Key was playing. So that's at least a start. He's gonna have to hit Steve, I think. Yep. Oh no, he's elected the hook.
Yeah, he's really trying not to take that hit, but a killer like Pinhead, you can't avoid that at all. You have to go in and take that hit. But what this means, without Sloppy Butcher, Steve has a lot of methods to reset. Someone's got a med kit. They've got some maybe some empathic connection. I believe inner healing is banned for this balancing. But regardless, there are quite a few measures for the survivors to heal up, and there's no Sloppy Butcher in play, so they can do it quicker. I think Key is opting to just take the down in this situation, and that's absolutely a good play for sure. The longer you can delay getting the kill in this arena is just crucial. And the Zarina's had enough time to now lose aggro off the killer and completely ran across the map. We have no idea where she is. Hopefully she gets a reset going. Rancor might help Snowy locate her, but he doesn't have the auras to be able to figure out which survivor is where. That's the only issue with that. He just sees the little flashes of where they are on the map.
Yeah, that's the only problem with Rancor's information, is it's just matched by any other information perk and outdone even due to its secondary effect of being able to kill the last survivor. We're seeing him move towards this bottom side of the map where the gens are looking pretty thoroughly progressed, with Key's hook at a side of the map where he can't really afford to go back to, as there's not much for him up here. We're going to be seeing the save come in. I think that was if I'm not wrong. Key with a little bit of locker jumping, either BM or just to grab his attention, I'm not sure.
I think maybe he was setting up for in the healing. I'm not sure, but that perk might be banned. I'm gonna have a look at the balancing real quick to see. Okay, so it's not banned for this balancing.
Not banned, but if you also look, we're seeing Key with the medkit, so it would be a bit peculiar to give him both the medkit and inner healing.
Right, that is true. But I just want to go to this real quick because I forgot to have a look earlier. But survivors have access to a lot of healing perks in the academy division. So they've got body knowledge, self-care, plus the medkit. Oh, sorry, body knowledge and self-care banned. My bad. They've got the medkit, but they've got inner healing on top of that. So they'll have two different survivors who can reset each other. And I think not running sloppy is probably a mistake for that reason, as compared to the Division 1 where there's no medkits at all.
Yeah.
To center by.
Oh, choosing to teleport to the box here. I'm not too sure about that decision, but we'll see how Snowy plays it off. I think we just heard Nia behind you. Yep, there you go. He's figured it out. We've got Nia injured here, so excuse me, sorry. Hopefully we can excuse me, sorry.
Ah, you're good. I think he's gonna commit to Key here and get that second hook on him. That puts him at 4 hooks at 2 gens. Honestly, given the gen split, I think the survivors are in a better position right now, where their objective only is to pop 2 gens. He does have a 3 gen, but it's pretty far apart. I think if the survivors get some resets going right now and have some good chases, they should be able to get these 2 last gens, especially before Key dies. Like, Snowy can't really force this death on Key because he has to prevent that gen from popping. If that pops, they basically lose. Even with the death on Key, he can't do anything with that gen popping. So he's gonna just let the survivors unhook here, and he's gonna pressure the gens instead. Might be the only thing he really has going at the moment.
Yeah, I do think that's what he's doing. I think he understands now that there is no point camping, as the 3 gen is just a little bit too split down on that bottom side of the map there. It looks like he's electing to take this chase with, who's this, Zarina, who is running to the bottom side of the map. Interesting.
That survivor's on death hook, so this is definitely what he needs to do right now.
True.
Even if they break the 3 gen, if he's able to get this kill, and if the survivors reset, which they've done, they've reset Key. Now he gets that down, and he gets a lot of information, so he knows there's someone here with Call O'Brien. He knows the 2 other survivors are close to the hook, unless they've really moved since then. But they got the reset off hook. So realistically, he knows where everyone is right now. He's in the position where he can Call O'Brien the gen and then commit to the chase on the Steve. And he's chasing next to 2 gens too. This is really good of a position for Snowy.
Yeah, this is fantastic, and seeing as they still haven't managed to pop that gen for the win con at least, I could see a possible comeback coming here for Anomaly. Pulling a win out of the hat here would be very impressive, so let's just see how Snowy plays this. We're going to be seeing him taking a chase onto Nia, who is currently injured. The only injured survivor, in fact. Good little pellet stun there. We're going to be seeing her run to Shack, I believe. And yeah, he's going to leave. Oh no, sorry.
Beautiful chain there. That was really nice. Getting a chain without line of sight is quite difficult with Pinhead, especially when the survivors have a lot of directions they can run in. But he landed that quite nicely, and it looks like this will be the down on Andrew. Andrew's a fresh survivor right now. The survivors have popped 1 more gen. He knows where they all are with Rancor. He can only tie at this point. He can't win no longer. But getting the hook on Andrew, now he's going to have to try and pressure the survivors off gens, especially Key is the one he wants the most right now. If he gets the kill on Key, survivors might be in a difficult position. But regardless, I think they are in the position where they should pop 1 more gen here. Getting a save on Andrew at the perfect time. There's a lot of progress on that gen, and I think we saw earlier there was a lot of progress on the gen on the opposite side of the map too. So I think he's in a position where no matter what he does, he will lose 1 gen. And he realistically doesn't have any good choices to make here. So he's opting to just commit to Key. That might be all he has. That's a dumb tech. Unfortunately not paying off.
Right. Yeah, you'll know best. We'll all know here how terrible it feels in a position where no choice is the right choice, and you just have to pray that the other side makes a mistake. And there is that final gen popping with the win con being achieved, and we're going to be seeing Key taking possibly this final chase over here. I believe we saw a door spawn on the left side. Oh, no, sorry, it spawned at 6. So this could go either way in terms of a 4K, but remember there is no Noid.
The good thing about No Way Out is when you get that Death Hook survivor, when you can kill them very quickly, you've only got 2 survivors left and there's a timer. And so now he's located one of these survivors. And it is the... Oh no, it's not the Rancor, sorry. The other survives the Rancor. So if he gets this down and slugs it, knowing that Unbreakable is banned, the Steve is not going to be able to do anything without risking going down with that insta-down with Rancor. So I think this should be a 4K if Snowy plays this perfectly. This should definitely be a 4K. Thanks to that endgame combo of no out, no ed coming in. Sorry, no out Rancor coming in strong. I think the survivors definitely didn't expect it either, given the win con, and they got on the gate very late. And it's just, the time is just ending now. He could slug this, but he's deciding to pick it. I think if Addict, our Steve player, is ready on that deep door that comp players will call deep 6, I think he definitely gets it in time. So hooking might not have been the best idea if Snowy wants the best result from this possible.
Yeah, I think that we may be seeing Steve escape here. Let's just... Yeah, he's definitely going to be out here everywhere. And there he is.
I think Snowy definitely could have slugged that and left him on the ground for a long time, as of course we do award full points for bleed outs at the moment, so there's no risk to him bleeding out. All he has to do is shot the hatch, and then the end game collapse timer will... If the Steve just stealths constantly, he'll eventually die from that. So yeah, I really think he could have gotten that 4K there.
Yeah.
But maybe Snowy just accepted that since he knew he'd already lost given the win con, he didn't really care about it too much and wanted the game over. Maybe that was the case, but
Yeah, no.
definitely within his reach of getting that 4K if he wanted to.
No,
sure.
yeah, I agree. I think that was a fantastic job put on from both sides here. And yeah, we're going to see you guys
Absolutely.
right after a quick break as we go into the next killer, which is... Nudge, nudge, Bass. I don't have the thing open.
It is Plague.
Plague.